With me today is Dorky Dad, and we have a post of the new Cosmic Crucible season starting. I guess this is it'll be next Monday, right?
Yeah, it's coming early ahead of schedule.
All right, and you are somebody that I look up to for excellent advice on Cosmic Crucible, and we're going to read this together. I'm not thrilled, and it sounds like you're not thrilled either. Now, I got to say, I am excited that we're going to get a change, right? And maybe this will be good in some way, but some of the rooms seem so specific, and you're going to have to use a certain team. Like, this is the way you must do it. Like, they're taking a lot of the theory crafting out of it, right, with the room bonuses.
Yeah, look, at the very least, I'm happy Age of X is done. I'm happy Tales of Legend is done, because those rooms have been exhausting over this, 2.5 months?
Okay.
But they're not giving us much room to be creative, with the exception of what looks like Stage 3.
And then that's going to be expensive for your blue ISO, right? Like, get wrecked,
Yeah.
blue ISO 3 and 4, if you do 4. My goodness. All right, so this is starting next Monday. There's going to be some modifications to the rewards, but that won't happen until the next patch is pushed, which is early February, so probably Tuesday the 7th. I think that's what I'm guessing. So here are the global boosts. Now, this is kind of worded weird. It says, on offense, reduce speed and resistance by 10% for not the Master of Evil, right? But only the Villain Mystic. So that's the way I read it. On offense, reduce speed and resistance by 10% for all Villain Mystics with the exception of Masters of Evil. That's the way I interpreted. Did you interpret it any differently than that?
Yeah, there's no commas or anything, so that's how I interpret it as well. I think Titania's bio, Ultron's text, so we're definitely getting some kind of mystic character with the Villains of Evil, or Masters of Evil.
So this is some important characters. Morgan Le Fay, Heartless, Doctor Strange, Dormammu, Dorm, Hela, Agatha, right? Those are, basically on offense, they're going to be penalized.
Oh, yeah, big time. So mirror matches that you might be accustomed to, like Darkhold versus Darkhold, or if you're accustomed to using Undying against Darkhold or Undying against some kind of crazy Red Hulk Darkhold comp, say goodbye to that, because it's not going to be viable anymore.
Yeah. On defense, reduce speed and resistance by 20% for all Cosmic Villain Mystics. So I've got a screenshot of that. That is going to be Heartless, Doctor Strange, Dormammu, Hela, Loki's in there too. So this is on defense. I think that I guess we weren't really using these on defense though, right?
No, I mean, Morgan is the big person who you would want to see on that list, so you can still do that mirror matchup, but Morgan's global. So the Darkhold mirror matchup, say goodbye to that.
Okay. And then in general, on defense, all characters will gain 20% in health damage. And actually, I kind of like that. It makes it harder. This is like the one thing I actually think is, that seems fine, right? It's just like in war, they get boosts, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Room,
the bleed.
Yeah. And then also, I forgot this. On Cosmic, Villain Mystic's turn, apply bleed to that character. So that will apply to this group of characters here. I think the only character that might be on defense typically would be Heartless Doctor Strange. I feel like we've been using Dormammu on offense and Hela on offense and Loki on offense. So we'll see how that goes. All characters gain 20% health and damage. Now, rooms 1 and 2 are the same. This one seems really interesting, room 3, and I do like this. I think this is going to be theory crafting, but it might be expensive. On defense, any fortifier that uses an ultimate ability, spreads all positive effects to adjacent allies, and then on strikers' turns, barriers that character for 5% of that character's health barrier and flips offense down. So I think there's a lot of cool things you can do here. What I'm worried about is that, blue ISO 3, blue ISO 4, maybe for the super competitive people, on to less than optimal, ISO configurations. Every week we're going to be changing it around. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of powerful combos. Just comes to mind, think Wong, when he uses his ultimate, he gets a bunch of buffs. Or Rogue, if you put her in there, she does her special, then she follows up the ult, she's covered in buffs. She can spread that to other characters and then match them with a striker. Morgan Le Fay and Wong together is crazy amount of buffs, followed by just insane damage. It sounds like it'd be fun, but like you say, it's going to be a lot of ions that you wouldn't normally spend. Like, you're never going to make Wong a fortifier for Arena. or for war or anything like that, right? He's a striker to clear buffs. But because of this rule, it kind of makes you wonder.
All right, so this to me is interesting, but I think it's going to be expensive. Now, this 4, 5, and 6 to me seem very much cookie cutter. Scopely says, do not think, use the following teams. If you didn't upgrade these teams, you're not going to have a good experience in Cosmic Crucible. Stage 4, Resurrection Protocol, on spawn, hero mutants gain revive once and immunity. This is going to be probably unlimited, right? Unlimited is going to go on defense. And tell me what you were telling me early about the revive, and it doesn't have the health clause.
Yeah, so it doesn't say on spawn if full life, hero mutants gain revive. So if you throw unlimited on defense, like what one shots unlimited in Crucible, right?
Masters of Evil will, right? I don't know, but I'm just saying, right?
They told us it wouldn't. They told us that it wasn't meant to be. They were meant to be on the tangled web level. Oh, I'm just gonna get some oranges to this baby before he just lungs out. There you go, buddy. So the revives, you're gonna have to deal with them on every single attempt. So your probably only chance is to mirror match it. But the second you take that mirror match, you're gonna lose out on efficiency because you got to kill these characters twice. It's already messy. The first time you control Rogue, cool, but the second time she's gonna come back and she's gonna have no control effects on her. Does she then bounce back? Does it get even messier? Do you automatically lose efficiency for being the person that has them on offense? Or do you both put them on defense and then you're not full clearing? And then they're taxing our Crucible income.
Yeah, we're going to find out. But I think that there is not a lot of agency. You're going to want to put, unlimited here. All right, it keeps going. Stage 5, Creeping Spiders. When any Spider-Verse character has stealth, that character gains 20% damage, reduce resistance by 20% for any character with bleed. And then it says this room may be updated in the future. So Tangle Web, Noir was largely getting removed, but now maybe you would going to use Noir because it seems to me that Noir and 2099 go under stealth, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then they do a bunch of bleeds as well, those two characters, so they're going to be reducing the resistance of enemies.
Yeah, and then I don't know if Miles would get used here. Do you think Miles would get used? I mean, he's Spider-Verse and he does stealth, but Miles feels kind of weak. There might be something better. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to have him big. You might see him at the beginning of the season, but I'm sure we'll find more annoying partners to go with the Tangled Web by the middle to end of the season.
All right, so not a lot of agency in room 4 and 5. I mean, I guess Spider-Verse is just a 3-piece, so you're going to have some agency over the other 2. Now, this is the room that kind of set me off, and that's why I messaged you when I was reading this, because basically you must use Wakandas here, and you must use Wakanda on defense because they're telling you must do that. And please don't think when you're playing Marvel Strike Force, do what we say. On defense, Wakanda characters gain 60% max health, focus, resistance, and damage. On defense, on turn, Wakanda characters clear all negative effects on self and gain speed up. On defense, Wakanda characters clear revive once on each successful attack. On defense, Wakanda characters with speed up gain 20% speed. On defense, Wakanda characters with bleed, offense down, trauma, disrupted gain 50% speed. Wow. On defense, non-tech characters. All right, on the offense, non-tech characters clear charge on the end of turn. If charge is removed, apply defense down to all player characters. What do you make of this? I mean, I guess there is a small amount of agency over which Wakandas, but I always thought that there's like 5 optimal Wakandas, on War. That'd be Killmonger, Black Panther 1 mil, and then the 3-piece, which is OG Black Panther, Shuri, and I can't think anymore. Koye.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a reversion to the regular Wakandas with all this extra speed, and Baku's likely to get to that annoying taunt sooner. I mean, that we'll see which version of the Wakandans is best. But it's definitely going to be them. Look at all that speed they're getting. 20%. They're getting that Tales of Legend effect where they're clearing all negative effects if they don't have trauma and gain speed up. Crazy amounts of stats only on defense, so good luck mirror matching this. It's Wakanda on defense, or you're being a silly person. That's kind of sad, right, from a theory crafting perspective. But then also on offense, non-tech characters. So look for your non-tech characters that can survive the Wakanda burst and then start peeling the charges off just by existing. Maybe that is where we're going to be expected to make Masters of Evil. Maybe this Wakanda team is going to be so good, they're going to beat the Darkholds of the world. So maybe we need to build this new team that's presumably not tech-filled, that's going to be the direct counter here.
All right. So what's your overall take of this entire thing? Thrilled, not thrilled, skeptical, cautiously optimistic, annoyed? Do you think it's going to be fun? Do you think it's going to be challenging? What do you think?
I think it's going to be better than what we currently have,
Okay.
which is a step in the right direction. It's just stage 6. I'm looking at like, okay, come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here? The other rooms, they're even the Hero Mutant Revive. It's like, okay, fine, we'll figure it out. But there's no more mutants doing crazy ones. There's no more Gambit one-shotting you with his passive because he's in room 4. He has offense up the whole time. There's no more Red Hulk being impossible to control because he's in stage 6 and he's got safeguard, immunity, and even if you put debuffs on him, if it's not with trauma, he just shakes it off. So at least that's gone.
Okay. Yeah, I have to wait and see. I think what I don't like about this is it feels like they're trying to build a Heroes for Hire in Crucible. You know what I mean? Like this is like a mini boss. Like, you're supposed to, this team's going to be there. But what the thing with that is that once we figure out how to beat it, then we know how to beat it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It might be like we find some kind of perfect 2-shot to it. It might be something like that. Remains to be seen, I suppose. But once we figure out stage 6, and there's going to be some hardcore people that are going to figure it out quick, then that's just going to be a checklist room where you do what you need to do in that room.
Yeah. All right. So I agree with you. I'm glad for the changes. I'm ready for the changes. And so I'm looking forward to this. And I'm skeptical. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward what to put on defense initially on this. And then we'll have to see from there. I'm probably going to do the recommended obvious teams on 4, 5, and 6 on defense. And then I want to save a lot for offense. I want to feel it out next week when it comes. All right. So be sure to head over to Dorky Dad's channel for any updates, and that way you can get a full rundown of what he's going to be doing. I'm sure you're going to be making videos throughout the week about this. I'm 100% sure you're going to be making videos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you excited about this? Are you skeptical? We will see. Bye for now.
Baba-dooey, baba-dooey.
Woof.
I should leave, and by the time it's done, I'll be